Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be telling you guys some Minecraft PvP tips and tricks, starting off with the basics, going into some pretty advanced stuff. It's a lot more, than just left clicking and killing people. There's some, pretty good techniques to get better at PvP, Minecraft, all of that stuff, and then you can really learn to get better at PvP and win some Hunger Games and, UHCs and a lot of that good stuff. If you guys do enjoy this video, I post daily Minecraft videos, other videos as well, so if you guys do enjoy it, please remember to subscribe, and let's get right into it. Let's start off with the basics. You gotta click fast if you want to, get good at Minecraft PvP. A while back, I learned how to jitter click, which is a certain way of using the mouse so you can click really fast. Pretty much, the more clicks you can get, the more times you can hit people when you're going in for a fight. You still have to understand, though, that it is still accuracy over, click speed. So if you're clicking as fast as you can, but you're not hitting people at all, there's really no point to it. So if you can get to a point where you're clicking really, really fast and you have really, really good accuracy, then it will become great. Let's talk about critical hits. If you guys do not know what critical hits are, it's basically a way to deal more damage on your enemy. And the way you do this is when you're jumping up. If you jump up when you hit, you're not going to get a critical hit. If you jump, so when you jump up while you're hitting, on the way back down as you're jumping, if you hit the enemy, that's a crit. That's a critical hit. So you're going to see some stars when I hit them. See, right now there's nothing. When I'm jumping up, there's nothing. But on the way down when I'm jumping, you're going to see some stars. See, there's stars? Those are critical hits. So comparing this to this does more damage than this. So that's why it's very important to kind of do jumping moves while PvPing, move around them, and that's how you can get more hits on, or not more hits, that's how you can deal more damage and kill them faster than they can kill you. Strafing is a way to kind of move around the enemy so they won't know where you're going while you can know where they're going. This is one of the most important things to Minecraft PvP and learning how to get good at it. So it kind of looks like this. When you're fighting, it'll kind of confuse the enemy. They won't know where you're going, which will cause them to miss some of their hits. And if you're lucky enough to see that they're not strafing, you'll land all of your hits while you can move around them and always hit them. Here is a good example of strafing. This isn't really a fight or anything, but say this guy right here is going at me, straight on. Instead of me going after him straight on as well, landing the same exact amount of hits because we're just going right at each other, I can move around him and kind of hit him from the back, hit him from the side. So while he's going at me straight on, I can move around him, which will cause the enemy to miss some of his hits. And if he's not strafing, you will make all of your hits. Again, if you want to get good at PvP, you need to do strafing. This is the key to winning a lot of fights. Alright guys, let's talk about block hitting. Block hitting is a way for you to deal less damage to yourself. When someone hits you, you will be dealt less damage, while you can deal the same amount of damage to other people. The drawback to this is that while you're block hitting, you will be moving slowly. Slower than you would be if you're actually, just regularly fighting. And when you're trying to strafe, you'll strafe slower. Alright, so guys, how you block hit, so you press the left and right mouse button at the exact same time, so it does this. It'll look like this on 1.7 Minecraft, and it'll look a little bit different on 1.8. And basically how this works is that when you block, when someone hits you, if you just do this, if you block when someone hits you, you will be dealt less damage. So if you do this while hitting, you can still hit them while taking less damage. So what I meant by going slower, when you're block hitting, if you're trying to move around, it's a little bit slower. It's harder to strafe. But if you're in a really small area, if you're in a corner and your enemy's over there and you're here, just block hit him when you don't really have to strafe. When you're always going to be hitting him, just block hit and you'll be taking less damage. And if they're not block hitting, then you can deal more damage than they'll be taking to you. So yeah, this is a very important thing to use. Again, I would only use it if you're in kind of a small area. For example, say you get like stuck in a block, or not stuck in a block, say you're like in a hole or something, so you would always be hitting the other person, there's no really point of strafing. Or if you're just like in a corner like this, if you really always would be hitting the other person, even if they're strafing, just block while doing it, and you'll be dealt less damage while you could deal more damage to them if they're not block hitting. Alright guys, now we're going to be getting into some more advanced stuff. We're going to be talking about the items you can have while, you know, PvPing, and how to use your extra items to your advantage, such as the bow, the fishing rod, and the flint and steel. Believe it or not, the fishing rod is one of the most important things to getting combos on people and killing them faster than they can kill you. Alright guys, starting off, we're going to be talking about the fishing rod, because I feel like it's one of the most important things once again. So the fishing rod is a really good way to get combos on people, because, you know, when you use the fishing rod and you hit someone, they will take knockback. See this right here? You hit them with a fishing rod, they'll move backwards or they'll move forward or whatever. So if someone goes after me, I'll show you the fishing rod in action. Alright, so guys, when I go in for a fight, hit him with the fishing rod, he'll take knockback. Hit him again with the fishing rod, hit him again with the fishing rod, he'll take more knockback. So basically what happens when he takes knockback, it'll be harder for him to hit you while you can still hit him. It kind of stuns him with the fishing rod. This is what it looks like in slow motion. Here you can really see the effect of the fishing rod. He'll be moved back again, get a few hits, get another few hits, and he's dead. See, he got pretty much no hits on me while I kept fishing rodding him every time I hit him, and I got literally 3 free hits while he got none, because I kept stunning him with the fishing rod. Here is another slow motion example of using the fishing rod, and you can, again, really see its effects and how you can knock them back and get some free hits on them. Now let's talk about the flint and steel. Flint and steel is very important to being good at PvP. I know I'm saying this a lot, that, you know, things are pretty good, or pretty important to being good at PvP, but this is pretty important as well. If you're fighting against a team or something, flint and steel is very useful. So if you're trying to run away from someone and you don't want them to kill you while you're low on hearts, flint and steel is a very good way to get away from them. What you can do, you can turn around, place the flint and steel, and hopefully they'll run into it. You gotta practice with the flint and steel though. It's gonna be very hard to master it. So what I do, flint and steel is in my second slot, and I use my mouse to say I'm over here on my, what is this, my 6th slot on my hotbar. I will press number 2 on my keyboard and go over to my flint and steel. So what I can do, say I have my 5th slot right here, I can click number 2, turn around, place the flint and steel, and then go back. That's what it would kind of look like in slow motion. If I'm like running away from a team or something, I can have my sword out, flint and steel them, go back, and then there's a flint and steel right there. What I would suggest you doing is going into a single player world, just spawning in a flint and steel, and then use it constantly. Just practice turning around, quickly placing a flint and steel, and then going back around. It will be kind of hard to master, you know, the whole turning around flint and steel thing, but once you start to master it, it is very good to have. Another way you can use the flint and steel to win a lot of fights is just when you're going in for a fight, place the flint and steel right in front of the enemy. They'll go into the flint and steel, and they will catch on fire, getting a lot of damage dealt to them. Alright, watch guys, I'm going to go in for a fight, flint and steel him, he'll go in the flint and steel, and I can kill him. Another really important thing I want to tell you guys about is a bow combo. A bow combo is very similar to the fishing rod combo, but it's with your bow. Here is an example of the bow combo. It'll get more knockback on the enemy, which will allow you to get more hits on them than they'll get on you. Here's an example. Alright, short distance bow shot, move in, there's another combo, 3 hits to 1, and I killed him. Alright guys, arrow blocking is my last tip for you guys today. Basically, arrow blocking is when you right click on your sword. Basically, when someone shoots you with the bow, that will, you know, drastically decrease the damage they put on you. I think by like actually 50% or so. So if he starts to shoot me with the bow, he's a fan, okay. He wants a screenshot apparently, okay. Alright, so that's a heart and a half without blocking. Now he's gonna do it again. And that's only a heart. So when I wasn't blocking, I took a heart and a half of damage. When I was blocking, I only took 1 heart. That's the difference from when you're blocking and when you're not blocking. So when you're in a fight, if someone's trying to bow spam you, you can just block all his arrows, and then just shoot back. And then if he's not blocking, you will be dealing more damage than he's going to be dealing to you. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for... Alright guys, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. These are all the Minecraft PvP tips and tricks I know. You have to practice all of these very much. And, you know, practice makes perfect, guys. If you keep on doing all of these steps, you will become very, very good at PvP. You will start winning Hunger Games. You will start winning UHCs. And all of the good stuff in Minecraft that revolves around PvP. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, please remember to leave a like, subscribe down below. If you have not subscribed already, leave a comment telling me if this helped you or not. I really think it will because, you know, I went really far in depth in this video. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and peace out. Goodbye.